Hey guys, another tutorial. Let's make EEVEE look better, almost like cycles. It's really easy. So this is a model that I have of the backgrounds here. It's nice, but this is the render preview, and then when you go into the actual render, it looks horrible. These lights are a mix of textures, and they're no good. They're not actually casting light on anything. And if we go into cycles, it looks so much better. But you can't always do cycles because it takes a while to render. So let's turn on ambient occlusion, turn the distance up to about 0.2, turn on bloom. You can see that looks much better. You can change the radius and stuff like that. Then you can turn on screen space reflections, and that's already a bit better. You see some of the emissive textures are reflecting off the carpet because the carpet, for some reason, is somewhat reflective. But that is not a good, that's still not good because you can't actually see anything. So what you can do is you can basically add an irradiance volume, and let's go and so you see it's like that's a grid of dots. So we need to scale the grid of dots to cover the entire thing. Let's find it again, because if you deselect it, you can look over here and then you can find it. So try to drag it to the center of your model, and then scale up until it covers your entire model. Then scale down on the z-axis because that'll just make it work better. Then I might scale up just a bit more. You just want all the dots to be aligned. Now let's select irradiance volume and change the resolution to X and Y to 15. The more resolution, the better it's going to look, but on Z, I'm going to 10. And I'm thinking that should do it pretty well. You can just scale it down on the Z-axis a bit more since I did that. And okay, and that's not going to be too bad. Maybe I'll actually do 20 and for the X and the Y, because that's just going to that much more detail. So you probably don't need quite as much on the Z. Let's do 7 or so. So that's going to look really good. But what you need to do is bake it. So you go down to the indirect lighting tab in the scene render settings, and you can bake the indirect light. Now that the bake is done, we can go back into rendered view. Then look, it's looking really good now. Well, mostly. You might notice that there are some parts where you get undesirable results, and then you can fix that by cranking it up a bit more. I mean the resolution of the irradiance volume. It still looks really good other than that. And it's almost photorealistic, especially if you added some more stuff. It looks so much better rather than what we had before, and it's actually somewhat believable now. So I hope this was really helpful, because I thought you could not actually have realistic things in EEVEE until I learned these tricks. And you should also play a bit around with the distance and the ambient occlusion. You can kind of see what that does. It kind of fakes shadows almost in some places. So if you have cracks, they'll make them black inside. Then you can change like the bloom and that kind of stuff. Like the radius, I like to do about 0.5 or so. And screen space reflections. If you want higher quality, you can uncheck half breadth trace. But none of the ambient occlusion, bloom, or screen space reflections are really necessary. There's some more things you can do in the compositor too, but other than that, you're all set. So thank you for watching. If this was helpful, please subscribe, because it encourages me to make more tutorials, and they're really fun to make, and I hope you like them.